Hi guys, I am RANDHAWA from IBSL AMBALA. Today we are going to do the reading tips. I have selected some of the MCQs, multiple choice questions from 32, right? So I am going to focus on the main area, that how can we find the answers in case of MCQ. So just my first question is that what point does the writer emphasize in the first paragraph? So I have to remain stick to the first paragraph, so I have underlined it. Second thing is that what point does the writer write? He has focus or he has put stress on it, right? So there is one this is my para number 1. Why does music make us feel? On the one hand, music is purely abstract art form, devoid of languages or whatever maybe he has written, and yet even though music says little, it's still the best way to trace the answer or to get the answer of MCQ is that in a short period or in a faster speed we have to underline the main points. Now in A they have written how dramatically our reactions to music can vary. So I have underlined vary. How intense our physical responses to music can be. Intense, right? How little we know about the way that music affects us. Little affects. How much music can tell us about how our brains operate. How much. In A, B, C, D they have written how in all the situations. It means they need an answer related to a procedure, because how has the technical meaning, that is procedure. Fine. Now I'm going to my para number 1. I have checked ABCD. Why does music make us feel? Music, he is saying, giving the definition of the music, right? And now he has used connectors here. Fine. When listening to our favorite songs, our body betrays all the symptoms of emotional arousal. The pupils in our eyes dilate. It means from this line, when listening to our favorite songs, our body, it is physical presence, right? He has used because he has used the eyes here, pulse here, blood pressure, electric conduction, skin, right? Cerebellum, brain region associated with bodily movement becomes strangely active. So he is saying that these are the physical changes in my body. Blood is even, he is adding something, redirected to the muscles in our legs. In other words, sound stirs us at our biological roots, base, right? Now the thing is that when, if he has written here when, it means he has written a time period. He is saying in B, intense, relation to time. In B, physical responses. These are physical responses. Fine. To music can be, right? He has written all the things. But there is one doubt here. How dramatically our reactions to music can vary. Because I have got, even though music says little, it still manages to touch us deeply. He is saying our reactions to music can vary. He is saying music says little. I don't think so. There is any kind of matching here, right? But he has used the time here in the shape of when. He has used the time here in the shape of intense. Fine. So B is the right answer. Fine. Now I'm going to next one. That is 33. What view of the Montel study does the writer express in the second para? So I am stick to second para. Its aims were innovative. Underlined innovative. The approach was too simplistic. Simple. It produced some remarkably precise data. Precise. Technology used was unnecessarily complex. Right. Second para, it's in front of me. Recent paper in Nature Neuroscience by the research team. I got Montreal. Here they have written Montreal marks an important step in revealing the precise underpinnings of the potent pleasurable stimulus, that is music. Remarkably precise. He is saying precise. Okay. Although the study involves plenty of fancy technology, 1 minute. He has written fancy technology, including functional magnetic resonance imaging, laser based positron emission tomography scanning. Fancy means attractive. He is saying unnecessarily. So this is not my answer. Got it? Then he is saying after that, after screening 217 individuals who responded to advertisements requesting people who experienced chills to instrumental music, scientists narrowed down the subject pool to 10. They then asked the subjects to bring in their playlist of favorite music. Virtually every genre was present, from techno to tango, right? And played them the music while they do whatever may be. Because the methodologies I'm going right. First thing they discovered, 1 minute. He said writer express that music triggers the production of dopamine, a chemical that is moods. As these two regions have long been linked with the experience of pleasure, right? This finding isn't particularly surprising, not a new one. And he's saying its aim were innovative. So I cross, because he's saying not surprising. Naturally, it means they knew the results. The approach was too simplistic. I don't think so, right? There is no simples, because they have done everything to cover the things, right? Now it produced some remarkably precise data. 1 minute. First thing they discovered is that music triggers the production of dopamine, a chemical with a key role in setting people by the neurons, nerve cells in both the dorsal and ventral regions, as these two regions have long been linked with the experience of pleasure, right? So they are already linked. He is saying produce some remarkable, fine, important step in revealing the precise underpinnings. Mark, remarkable, important step in reveal, precise underpinnings of the potent pleasurable state, that is music. So this is my answer, C. In first I gave B, in second I gave C. Now I am going to 34th. So I think you got my point, that how I cancelled the wrong ones also. What does the writer find interesting about the results of model? Writer find interesting. I am going to write interesting. What is rather more significant is the finding that the dopamine neurons in the caudate, a region in the brain involving in learning stimulus response associations, anticipating food and other reward stimuli, were at their most active around 15 seconds. Time is given. What's the need of time? That is 15 seconds in English test. What is rather more significant is the finding. More significant related to interesting. It means my answer lies here. Fine. He is saying 15 seconds before the participant favorite movements in the researchers call this the anticipatory phase. no need to go in advance. He's talking about the time. So in A you can check the timing of participants' neural response. That is 15 seconds. They have given the answer. It's written. Impact of music on the emotional state. I haven't got up to here any kind of emotional state. You can check the complete para, right? It's on the screen and we haven't got cross. The section of participant brains which was activated by the music. Section of the participant brains which was activated by the, he's saying any section. Right. Researchers call this and argue to the purpose of a help us. I think there is, he said only neurons, but there is no section here. Type of music which has the, I don't think so there is any type of music in this. So timing 15 seconds, that is more significant finding. So A is my answer. Now next, 35th. Why does the writer refer to Mayer's work on music and emotion? I want to say one thing frank to you. Regarding 35th, it's really enjoyable to do this on 35th. So much technicality is there in this question. One way to answer the question, look at the music note. He said, why does the writer refer? So I have to find this word first. Mayer's work. This one. To demonstrate this psychological principle. Generally, these kind of things always save time. It saves time. Remember, the musicologist Mayer in his classic book Emotional and Meaning in Analysis 1 minute to demonstrate this psychological principle. What is this here? I'm going back. What it? One way to answer the question is to look at the music. It means Montreal study. They have covered in this para. This one. They have covered in this para. Why? Because they are saying one way to answer the look at the music, not the neurons. To demonstrate this psychological principle, this man came with his own ideas. To propose an original theory. He is not giving the original theory because he is demonstrating, that is show psychological principle. To offer support, this is 100% accurate because he is support, demonstrate, show, right? Recommend the deed of, he is not saying any research. Present a view, he is not opposing, he is demonstrating the psychological principle, he is demonstrating the Montreal study. So right, seriously, these kind of statements always save time in Ielts. So check this thing. Fine. According to Leonard Mayer, what causes the listener emotional response to music? Now I have to find the emotional word. Right. According to this, I have to stick to this person. Listener emotional responses. He said he has given emotion and meaning in music. Dissected 50 measures showing how Beethoven begins with the he is given. It is suspenseful tension of music arising out of our listener. Unfulfilled expectations. That is the source of the music feelings. Source of the music feelings, right? Well, early theories of music focused on a way a sound can. Let me adjust the sheets. A sound can refer to the real world of images and experiences. If I go in next lines, I may be puzzled. According to Mayer, suspenseful tension of music arising out of our unfulfilled expectations, right? Causes. Source of the music feelings. Source means internal structure. D is right answer. The way that the music evokes positive memories. He is talking about memory. He is saying only no memories, unfulfilled expectations. The association of certain musical chords have certain feelings. Sympathy, no. Only the source of the music feelings, the internal structure. Right. So these I have done. That is from 332 to 36. These are MCQs. And please subscribe my video always, and always give some likes, and also comment on these one so that I can make better for you. Second thing is that in my next videos I am thinking for writing section too, because nowadays students are getting problem in writing it, and MCQs of listening section. So once again I want to say thanks to you. That's all for today.